Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Kanto. I hope that everyone watched the video about the Rice Cake Festival that was earlier in the week. If you didn't watch it, then we're going to link it up here or somewhere. But now that's over with for me, and I'm here to show you what there is to do here in Kanto, what this city's like, and just to kind of see if there's anything that you would like to do. And I thought, where would be better to start this than the old market here in Kanto on the riverfront. And so I'll show you what's in the old market. There's actually not a lot of traditional things, as far as it's not a wet market anymore, or it doesn't have the housewares that you usually see in a market in Vietnam, but it has lots of souvenirs, and I heard there's also a good restaurant in there. So we're gonna have a look. I'll show you some of the things. I'll try to get some prices. It's probably quite expensive in there because it is very touristy, but it still might be worth your while, and it's still probably not as expensive as Ben Thanh in Saigon. So let's have a look. I'll show you what there is here first, and then we'll get something to eat because it's almost lunchtime. All right, so we're gonna start down here. And you can see things like, you know, the bracelets, hats, scarves, kind of all the traditional things that you would find in a market in Southeast Asia. Lots of sunglasses. Got this Vietnam hat, for example. Bags with Vietnam on them. All the usual tourist things that you find here. And so far, so good. I have yet to be accosted by anybody, but we'll see if anyone comes out. Bags. I like these. These are cute. Little like rice baskets. Very cute. And they've also got things like magnets, all the little things that you might want to take back with you, they've got here. So let's have a look back into, go a bit deeper. A lot of Buddhas, all of that. And over here we've got some t-shirts. I might actually inquire about a t-shirt, see if they've got my size and what prices they're saying, because I'm running out of t-shirts. They have some nice ones from Vietnam. I like this one. This one feels very real here. I can go, I still can go. Vietnam traffic light rules. Yeah, that feels real, but I don't think I want it in a t-shirt. So let's see. So far, I haven't even had anybody approach me. Let's see if there's someone here that wants to sell me something or not. Maybe it is really just such a chilled, relaxed market that, yeah, no one's gonna bother me. T-shirts.
Yeah.
Do you have a big size for me? Yes?
I have 3XL.
3XL, and how much for the t-shirt?
150.
Well, 150 is expensive.
Not expensive.
I live in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I live in Saigon.
Yeah.
150 expensive.
No, because this 100% cotton. Yeah, this cotton.
But I can get for 100.
No, hi 130. Good morning for you.
No, I still think it's about 100.
130. Yeah.
This one is quite nice.
Yeah.
Let me feel.
Yeah.
Is it stretchy? Oh, it's not very stretchy. 110, my final offer.
Hi, between you and me 120. Okay. Me 130, you 110, between 120. Okay? I have a size 3XL.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if it'll fit.
You like this design or this design?
I do like this design. I like that. It's got all the main sites in Vietnam. Gonna see if she's got a 3X for me. I don't have many t-shirts left. They're all looking really, really bad, so I do need a new t-shirt. 120, I feel like it's still a little bit expensive, but I'm not a very good haggler. And yeah, this is not my forte. Susan would definitely get it for 100.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice to meet you. I'm Stephanie.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So I've been here for about 2 minutes and already did some damage. But you can see the prices. that are here, I'd say a little bit higher. They don't start as high to start with as Bentan, but I couldn't get her down as much as I can in Bentan. That said, I didn't try that hard because she didn't start at an absolutely crazy price. Usually they start about 300,000 in Bentan for me. So 150, at least it didn't sound crazy. So yeah, I gave in. Still a little bit early for lunch. So I think I'd like to go and get a juice or something. And right across from the market, I do see what looks like an interesting juice shop. And here we've got Bonjour Cafe. Let's see, Kimbo, okay. We have Sintu Dua. We've got smoothies, things like that. Let's see if anyone is here. Looks pretty quiet. So, have this one?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, 30's fine. Alright, 30,000, right? Thank you. Okay, my dragon fruit smoothie is here. Just gonna sit here for a little while and enjoy it. Nice color. So 30,000 is a bit over $1, fresh made. Really nice, sweet, cold, perfect for such a hot day. And if you come to Kanto, one of the things you're going to notice is that life really slows down here. Even though it's a city of over 1 million people, it's not nearly as hectic as Saigon. So, you know, one of the things to do here is just to kind of sit and relax and either watch the water, which if you go into the Cho Kanto, there's a restaurant there that's right on the water. You can eat there. There's a lot of other places on the water. There's a beer garden that looks out on the water. All those sorts of things. So you can just come, sit by the water, relax, or sit here and, you know, watch the traffic meander by, all those sorts of things. But it definitely doesn't have the hectic feel of Saigon. For me, like, a city of 1 million is still huge, but compared to Saigon, it's just much more laid back. And this is what I like about Kanto. It makes me slow down and really just enjoy life. I feel like whenever I come somewhere like Kanto, I'm finally acting like the Vietnamese, as in I'm slowing down, I'm drinking my drink slowly, and I'm just people watching. And so it's really nice. So now it's about time to head back into the market. And I was just reading a little bit more about the market. It's over 100 years old, and it is considered a really good representation of French colonial architecture. And it used to actually be the fish market. So that's why it's here on the Riverside. But these days, it is just a tourist souvenir and handicraft market. And there's also a nice restaurant at the back that we're going to go to now for some lunch. This is So Home Restaurant. So let's go and have a little bit of lunch. Nice view of the riverfront. This is what it's all about whenever you come to Kanto, being on the river, enjoying the breeze and the fresh air. Now let's see what kind of food they have here. Hey, it's got fried vegetarian rolls, sauteed vegetables with garlic. Okay, a lot of different things here. I've decided to just have a snack here and then go to a more local place after this for my actual lunch. So for a snack, I'm just having the fried rolls, Mekong Delta style, and a beer. Seems like the perfect thing to have by the river. As I look at this menu, there's a lot of fish and a lot of big meals, and I don't really feel like that. Plus, I think for a vlog, someplace a little more local is going to be more interesting. Nothing like a beer by the river. Wow, guys, look at this. You really can't go wrong with spring rolls, can you? So if I'm gonna sit by the river, have a beer, what what better food is there than spring rolls? So if you come to this place, the ambiance is great, and that's what you pay for. The food is pretty expensive, so it's $110,000 for this platter of spring rolls, and that's over $4, which, although that's not bad if you're on holiday, it's a lot more than you pay other places. So just remember, you are paying for the ambiance. But let's wrap one of these up and see what it actually tastes like. You take a lettuce leaf, some of those nice fresh herbs, spring rolls, and wrap it up. There you go. Dip it in some of their sauce, which is generally delicious. It's usually a fish sauce with some spice as well. As I said, you can never go wrong with spring rolls, and it goes perfectly with your beer. Those spring rolls were a solid 7.5 out of 10. One thing that I've noticed just sitting here this amount of time at this place, it's very touristy. So all of the small groups are coming in, the guides are coming in with them, ordering for them and everything. So if you want some place that's, nice by the river, this is a good place to come, but keep that in mind. I have a feeling like all I can say about the whole Cho here, the market here, is it's very touristy. So with that said, I'm going to take you to a local place that's been recommended, and it is to have the best nem nung. Very different feel from where we've just been, and this looks like a table that has my name written all over it. So I'm going to order some nem nung. Alright, my food is arriving. Alright, this is the nem nung. There's some corn, carrot, all of that. And then there's all of these fresh veggies. And I also got a carrot juice because I felt like I needed some fresh juice again. And if we look here, nem nung, 50,000. So that is under $2 for the nem nung. As I said, it's that kind of fatty pork sausage, which I absolutely love. I've never actually had this in a restaurant. I've only had it as street food. So this is quite different for me, even though I've had this many times before, and I know that I really like it. Just totally different setup, and yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. So first you take the rice paper, and then you take a nice bit of this lettuce, nice and crispy. And then we get some of the mint and the basil, those sorts of things. We put it on there, but I don't like this one. I don't like the fish mint. Very strong flavor. But I love all the other ones. Put those there. This is young banana. There's also cucumber and star fruit. That's what that is. So this is a really famous part of Vietnam for the fruit, and I think that that really shows in some of the cuisine because I've never had star fruit in my plate of herbs before. And then we get a nice piece of this fatty sausage. We put it on there. There's also, this is garlic or onion, I'm not sure which, and some pickled veg. Pickled veg, put that on there. I'm gonna get a little bit of chili, just because I like a little bit of spice. Put it on there, and then there's what you've got, and you just wrap it up. Okay, there. You dip it in the sauce. I don't know what kind of sauce it is, but it's very delicious. The crispy freshness of those vegetables really set off the fattiness of the sausage and balance it out. This sauce is quite sweet, and I also put some chili in it for the spice, and all together it balances itself perfectly. It's a lovely dish. I can definitely see why this place is so popular. Well guys, I ate all the sausage, but I barely put a dent in all those vegetables they give. It's time to go pay. I think it should be about 70, 75 probably with the juice that I had. And you can see a whole new group has come in, like as one table leaves, more people just come in. This is obviously the place to be here if you want nem nung. Yes, I just want to pay.
85.
85, okay, great.
85 với 100 Khanh.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you so
you. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Oh, let me go. Very busy in here. Hey. So that was actually 85 with the juice. So the juice was 35. And right down here is Wink Hotel, which is where I'm staying. There's also a smoothie place right next to it. Get your smoothies. And here, this is Wink Hotels. It's actually from Hyatt, but it's like their tier 1 hotel, and it's kind of the tallest building in town. We've also got East West Brewing Company there, so if you like your craft beer, there's a craft brewery place right there. And I don't know if you know it or not, but like in Saigon, craft brewing is really popular. I'm not so sure about here, but it's right there if you want it. And then when you come in, it's a very nice space here. And in level 2, there's the gym, co-working space, and laundromat. So let me just show you those. So here's the co-working space. Just some tables with plugs right there, a sink, some bean bags. So a lot of times when you're traveling, it's really hard to get your laundry done. So if you stay here, they have a self-service laundromat. Here's the gym. And right down there is the lobby. $19 for the rooftop bar and pool. Okay, here is the rooftop bar. And over here is the swimming pool. Not a very big swimming pool and not a lot of loungers, but at the moment there's no one up here, so that's all right. That said, I didn't bring my swimmers. And then if we come over here, we've got a great view of Kanto. We're right near the river. That's the view from Wink. And now, let me show you the room. And here we are, home sweet home. So whenever you first come in, you've got a little bit of closet space there and some flip-flops, bar fridge, water, a safe, hair dryer. And then in here, there's a very small bathroom, but it does the trick. Just a little shower. Place to work, and this time I actually do have to work. Place for your bag. And then here we've got the bed, small television, blinds with a nice mural of Kanto on them. And then there's my view. So it is out on the main street, but I've been told that it's pretty quiet in these rooms, which is what I was a little bit worried about, because the other hotel that we were thinking of putting me in, the Saigon Kanto Hotel, I heard that it's really noisy, and that's what actually brings down the ratings in that one. So just wanted to give you a quick look at this hotel. I paid $50 a night. That includes breakfast, and it is a 24-hour hotel, which means if you check in at noon, you can stay until noon the next day. And $50, it is a little bit pricey for Kanto, but I think for what you get, it's great value. It's a great location, very clean, very new. The rooms are kind of more Ibis style, I guess, but more stylish, but about Ibis size, I should say. All right, guys, I'm going to put you away and take a break. I have a little bit of work to do, so I'm going to do that. Well, hello again everyone. I had a nice rest in the room, and as you can see, I've changed into my new t-shirt from Kanto just to make sure everyone knows that I am 100% a tourist. Look like I just got off the plane and I'm very much enjoying my time here in Vietnam. Hello! No, I have already. And I'm down here by the waterfront in the park, and I've already arranged a ticket for a boat tonight, a sunset boat from 4:30 to 5:30, and I'm assuming it's going to be a smaller boat than these, but I'm not really sure what it's going to look like. But it is a 1-hour sunset cruise here in Kanto, just me. So I decided to spend a little bit of extra money. It's 100,000 dong per person, which is about $4 US, or you can have the whole boat for 400,000 dong. So I chose 400,000 dong, so that's a bit over $15, and I get to enjoy it all to myself. Okay, my boat driver, my boat person is here. Hello.
Yeah,
hello. Let's go to this boat. Okay. I think this is my boat, and as always, I always wonder how I'm going to get down into it. Okay, I can sit down here and go, or down here. Over here? Okay. Let's see if I can film as I try to get on it. That's the hardest part. Alright, I'm going to have to put this down for a moment. Can I give this to you? Can you put it there? Okay. Alright, that was not the most graceful entrance. Sit here? Okay. Alright, I'm on the boat. It's never easy. I couldn't film properly, but here we are. Ready to go and watch the sunset. There we go. So obviously with the engine it's going to be very noisy, but I'm sitting as far away from it as possible. Let's just enjoy the views. This is what you do if you come to the Mekong Delta. And a lot of people say that it's really too touristy here, but there are a lot of ways to get away from the tourists as well. I mean, of course, one of them is getting your own boat. But even whenever you do a tour, there are some really nice bespoke tours to the Mekong Delta that I would highly recommend. This is the Hao River, which, fun fact, is a branch of the Mekong River that flows from Phnom Penh and is called the Bassac River there in Cambodia. The people that inhabit this waterway are primarily Vietnamese Kin, Cambodian Khmer, and the Hoa, who are ethnic Chinese. Historically, this area was part of the Funan Kingdom and has been majority Vietnamese for centuries. On the water. Wonder how much gas is here. Here we go, under the bridge. It's really so relaxing to be out on the boat and to be on the water, and people are just living their lives. They're just fishing and working and talking, socializing, and it's just such a different vibe from Saigon, even though it's not that far away from it. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad I decided to take the sunset cruise. An hour at first seemed like it would be a long time, but actually I'm really enjoying it. Great way to see the Mekong Delta. Okay, she's now taking off the cover because the sun isn't so strong now. That way we can see a little bit better. There we go. There. Now we're free. We can see better. No cover. Sun's going down. So even better way to enjoy the Mekong Delta now. And there's a little bridge. Lots of motorbikes have been going over that. Well guys, a bit like a convertible, the top's now down and we're just enjoying the views. Unfortunately, there is a lot of trash in these waterways though, which is a real shame. But other than that, it's beautiful. Hey, we're doing a mid-trip switcheroo. I'm getting a new captain. All right, we've got a new captain. And I'm so glad I'm in a boat, not on the shore. I can't see these dogs, but man, certainly can hear them and they don't sound happy. All right, we're starting the engine again. Well guys, you can see the sun is starting to set. It's quite a cloudy day today, so I don't know how much it's going to actually light up, but there's still some nice colors in there. The rainy season's going to be starting soon. I imagine in a couple of weeks it'll start raining, so the clouds are starting to build some evenings. And here we are, almost back to the city. You can see the colorful party boats that will be blaring music soon and going up and down the river with diners. But that's not the experience I had. So if you think of it this way, you can have any type of experience here. You can have the noisy, fun party one, or you can have the quiet trip onto the backwaters. But either way, it's pretty darn good. More people getting ready to go out on the water there ahead, but my time is coming to an end. I'm sure I'm going to be just as graceful getting out of this boat as I was getting into it. And just like that, I'm back on dry land. Another boat coming in, quite a few people. And here we are. Whew. That was quite a long boat ride. But yeah, you can see all the boats lined up here from the wharf. Really great view. Let's go get a beer. The night market is now setting up, and there are just all kinds of goodies lining the street here on the waterfront. Some things I know, some things I don't know. You can get a drink, you can get some corn. Alright, got some squid, dried squid, bits on a stick as always. Okay, but I'm not looking for food. Hello! I'm not looking for food right now. I am looking for a good place to have a beer. I think there's a place over here. I'm thinking plastic stools and sitting on the street, people watching. That's the kind of beer I want today. Wow. The night market here has grown a lot since I was last here. That's a lot of tables set up. Wow. There were only a few places to sit last time, but this is a proper night market. Look at it. Wow. And all kinds of things. Looks good. Looks a lot more happening than the last time I came. Lots of fruit. Really famous here for fruit in the Mekong Delta. It's like the fruit basket or the fruit bowl. So, lots of that. Really nice looking fruit. And I'm thinking, That looks like a good place to have a beer. Let's say seafood and beer. But there's music. There's music, so it might not be such a great place for a beer. Let's see, do they have anything here? No, nothing alcoholic. Let's go over to this side where maybe there's not so much noise. We're back in front of the Cho, the market. Actually, I'm going to turn it off and find the perfect place to have a beer with you guys. I'm also going to take a picture of the Cho because the light is on it beautifully. I found another seafood and beer place that doesn't seem to have music at the moment. So I think we're just going to try to have a beer here. Hi, can I just have a tiger?
Yeah.
Tigers? Okay. All right, gonna have a tiger and sit here, watch the street. Hello, and down. Let's come over here, away from the noisy blender. There's always noise in Vietnam. That's one thing you can count on. I've got my tiger sitting on the street. We can have a little chat. Whew, it's been a hot day. Let me get this open. This way. And let's just catch up on what's going on. This will be my last vlog from Canto. Unfortunately, I've got to go back to Saigon and go back to work. Thank you. And besides that, I'm hoping that in September I'll be going to the US, but right now it's a little bit unsure because I need to go see family. It's been like 2 years since I've seen my family, but the price of the tickets is just outrageous right now because of the cost of jet fuel. So that's my plan for September, but I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to make it home. And if I go 2 years without making it home, my poor mom's going to flip out. So that's one thing I'm worried about. But the next trip after this one, I'm not sure when I'm going to go, but probably it's going to be Malaysia. I'm still waiting for my TRC to come through. It hasn't gone yet. Right now they're working on my work permit, which means I still have my passport. So that's why I was able to come this weekend and stay in a hotel and stuff, because I have my passport. But whenever I do my TRC, I'm going to have to give everything to them, including my TRC, my passport, and then during that time I can't travel because I don't have any documents. So I thought that would already be happening. So I didn't really plan much or anything for this break, but yeah, it still hasn't happened. These things take a while. So I've probably still got another month before I'll be able to leave the country, and I'm hoping at that point I can go back to Malaysia for a little bit, film a little bit there. And then, as I said, in September, the next time I have a break, I'm hoping to go back to the States. Anyway, guys, cheers. Nothing better than a cold beer on a hot day. And I think that at this point, it's about time for me to sign off. I've really enjoyed my time here in Canto. I really like this city. To be honest, it feels like a big break from Saigon. I don't know how it is for travelers, like for people who are just coming to Vietnam to just travel. I don't know if they like the Mekong or not, or if they think it's worth it. But as a break for an expat from Saigon, I think it's fabulous. It has such a different vibe. It's only like 2.5 hours in a limousine van to get here. And yeah, it's got affordable hotel rooms and everything. Nice laid back atmosphere, some good food. And yeah, the Riverside's lovely. And you can take a boat around. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can also easily rent motorbikes and go and see like the cacao farms and the orchards and all of those things as well. So I do highly recommend that, you know, especially if you've got a long time in Vietnam, that you come to Mekong Delta, see if you like it. But as I said, you might want to splash out a little bit and not go on one of those big bargain bucket tours with 48 other people. Anyway, that's all from me for today. I hope you like this vlog. And please subscribe, like, and hype if you did, because that helps us so much. We're Girls on the Loose, and I'll catch you next time.